Well, hello, my division family. Alright, so I am Pecantanprincess, and I will be bringing you weekly updates on the vendors as often as I... These flares just like mesmerize you, don't they? It's pretty awesome. Anyways, okay, so I will be bringing you the weekly updates with the SNITCH and all the vendors. I will try my best not to trip up. Bear with me. Also, please leave me comments, likes, shares, subscribe. Make my day. Alright, let's get into it. Always check. I've never really showed you guys this, but some people know, some people don't, so this is for first timers who don't know. My very first snitch I always check, because he's usually here, is I go ahead and come to this castle settlement, fast travel there, turn directly around, and then you just hit this, well, shit, I always get stuck. You hit this corner, make this first right, hopefully no NPCs shoot you in the back, and then you make another right immediately into the parking structure, or driveway, whatever you want to call it. You see that green Dorito? You're in the right place.
My friend set up shop.
Alright.
I can tell you
That's
where.
it. Right here. Boom. Boom. You see my tracks? There you go. Talk to him.
Here's the location.
Get your location. Let's go. And you check your map. Let's make sure she's not here first. No, she's not right here. I didn't even see what it said. Bada bing, bada boom. There she goes. And that will be it. So the glory days with 11.7% assault rifle damage, 14.5% health damage, and of course the max headshot damage. If you don't know what glory days is, it's the perfect nearsighted. It has plus 100% stability at the cost of 35% optimum range. Strategic alignment backpack, China Light. It has 1 skill tier, 10.1% skill haste, 5.4% critical hit chance, perfect shock and awe. Shield splitter with 11.5 assault rifle damage, 14.5 health damage, and 10.5 magazine size. Negotiator's backpack with 15% weapon damage, 5.6% explosive resistance. A tip of the spear chest piece with 12.1% weapon damage, 5% critical hit chance. A future initiative gloves with 17% repair skills on it already. Future initiative knee pads with 10.8% skill haste. Hardwired holster with 10.4% skill haste. All those have 1 skill tier. Foundry's Bulwark mask with 125,484 armor, 8.2% skill damage, and a gear mod slot. A FAMAS with 10.6% assault rifle damage, 17.5% health damage, 8.5 accuracy, and ignited. Classic M1A with 11.6% rifle damage, 12% critical hit damage, and 9.3% accuracy with steady-handed on it again. China Light gloves with 8.9% hazard protection and 4.9% critical hit chance, 1 skill tier. A Fenris mask, that's not bad, with 11% weapon damage, 4.6% critical hit chance, and the max roll of 10% explosive resistance. Defense protocol mod with 8.7 disrupt resistance. A turret mod with +2 extra bombs. That's all she has in here. I think that's it, yep. Alright, we're at the DZ South vendor. And they got a Devil's Due with 12.7% weapon damage, 8.5% headshot damage, and 4.7% explosive resistance. That's perfect clutch if you don't know. MP7 with Unwavering, 9.5% SMG damage, 13% critical hit chance, and 13.6% swap speed. A Foul with 10.6% assault rifle damage, 15.5% health damage, and 9% magazine size with eyeglasses. X45 is Strained, 10.5% pistol damage, and 8% critical hit damage. Ongoing Directive Backpack with 11% weapon damage and 15,844 health on it, with a Trauma Specialist. Eclipse Protocol Vest with 1 skill tier, 8.5% hazard protection. A Fenrir's Backpack with 9.3% weapon damage, 19.6% repair skills, and 5.5% weapon handling, and Optimistic on it. Overlord Chest Piece with 10.4 weapon damage, 10.2 crit hit damage, and 10% skill haste, and Glass Cannon. Offensive Mod with 4.7% crit hit chance. A Drone Mod with 7.8% scan range. A Turret Mod with 4.2% damage. And a Sticky Mod with 4.3% skill haste.
Can you deal with that?
DZ East, that is. Alright, we got a new reliable with 10% LMG damage, 8% damage to target out of cover, and 8.5% stability. Perfectly optimized. You can't make this shit up, people. Classic M44 Carbine with 11.3% marksman rifle damage and 94% headshot damage, 8% damage to target out of cover with ignited on it. You have a black market RPK with 11.1% LMG damage, 9% damage to target out of cover, and 12.9% swap speed with perpetuation. Headshots grant 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status effect you apply. An Aces and Eights mask with 10% weapon damage, 5.1% critical hit chance, and gear mod slot. Hunter's Fury holster with 9.3% weapon damage and 8.8% skill damage. Gilligard mask with 137,520 armor, 8.5% hazard protection, and 5.5% weapon handling with a gear mod slot. Walker and Harris holster with 10.7% weapon damage and 6.9% headshot damage, 4.1% critical hit chance. Utility Protocol mod with 8.6% skill duration. Chem Launcher mod with 4.2% damage. A Hive mod with 4.3% duration. Did I say damage? It did say damage. Pulse mod with 8.6% effect duration. And a Trap mod with 5.8% shock radius. Easy West. Vendor is Sakharov gloves with a max roll of 15% status effect, 10.4% weapon damage, and 4.6% critical hit chance. You got the KSG shotgun with Strained on it, 8.5% shotgun damage, 9% damage to armor, and 8.5% critical hit chance. ACR assault rifle with, or no, not assault rifle, that's a regular rifle. 10.9% rifle damage, 13% critical hit damage, and 9.6% reload speed with breadbasket on it. Eclipse Protocol gloves with 1 skill tier and 10% skill haste on it. Striker's knee pads with 11.3% weapon damage and 6% weapon handling. Seska gloves with 12.3% weapon damage, 3.5% critical hit chance, oh my word, and 8.2% skill status effects. I'm just not understanding why they keep giving us shit. Alright, and we have Douglas and Harding knee pads with 11.9% weapon damage, 7.7% status effects, and 6% weapon handling. Okay. Defense protocol, stamina mod with 8.5% ensnare resistance. A seeker mine mod with 6% healing. Okay. A shield mod with 4.3% deflector damage. Firefly mod, 6.1% skill haste. And a decoy mod with 6% health on it. I mean, if you don't have any of these things, it's perfect, but it would be nice if they could give us some consistent max roll things like they used to. And the vendors are awesome. Alright, we are at the White House vendor. We have Velstone Armory chest piece with 115,107 armor, 8.6% status effect, and 8.6% hazard protection. We're perfectly efficient on it. An enhanced AUG with steady-handed yet again. This is every vendor so far, at least one. 9.7% SMG damage, 13.5% critical hit chance, 9.4% stability. Tactical MK16 with 11.3% assault rifle damage, 19% health damage, and 16% optimum range with breadbasket. I don't even understand this pistol, to be honest. Like, why do they consistently give us this shit? Well, it has killer on it. So, there's that. Anyways, moving on. We have a Seska backpack with 9.5% weapon damage, 7% skill damage, and 10.4% critical hit damage with combined arms. Murakami chest piece with 1% or 1 skill tier, and 3,866 armor regen, 5.5% weapon handling, empty gear mod slot, explosive delivery as the talent. And then we have an offensive protocol mod with 10% critical hit damage, a drone mod for 4.1% damage, turret mod for 5.7% duration, a sticky mod for 4.7 blast radius.
Good trading with you, agent.
Moving on to the clan vendor. Fox's Prayer knee pads, 12.8% weapon damage, 8% damage to target out of cover, which is the max roll, perfect brand for this. 5.2% critical hit chance. I mean, this could be awesome, of course, you know, if you don't have anything better. True Patriot vest with max roll armor on it, which is 170,000, 5.6% explosive resistance. Tip of the spear vest with 12.1% weapon damage and 5% critical hit chance, empty gear mod slot. Hunter's Fury backpack with a max roll 15% weapon damage on it, 14% repair skills. Do as you will with that. I actually might pick one of those up. We have a tactical M249 Lmg with 12.3% LMG damage, 10% damage to target out of cover, and 8% health regen with steady-handed on it. Again, I'm telling you, it keeps coming up, bro. Negev with 9.7% LMG damage, 8% damage to target out of cover, and a max roll of 12.5% magazine size. Petrov backpack with Wicked on it, 10.6% weapon damage, 7.8% skill damage, and 9.2% hazard protection. Of course, empty gear mod slot. The saga. SASG-12K shotgun. 10.6% shotgun damage, 10% damage to damage to armor, and 8.5% accuracy with eyeglasses on it. AKM with 11.6% assault rifle damage, 14.5% health damage, and 9.3% accuracy with steady-handed. Richter and Kaiser holster with 8.9% hazard protection, 4.9% critical hit chance, and 1 skill tier. An Araldi mask with 11% weapon damage, 4.6% critical hit chance, and max roll of explosive resistance for 10%, and an empty gear mod slot. Defensive protocol mod with 8.7% disrupt resistance. Turret mod with +2 extra bombs. Seeker mod with 5.2% skill haste. And a chem launcher mod with 6.3% heal on it.
I'm happy that worked out.
Least we have the New York vendor. And they have a SIG 556 with 9.7% assault rifle damage, 13.5% health damage, 9% critical hit chance with steady-handed again. And we have an M700 Carbine with 10.2% marksman rifle damage, 83% headshot damage, 8% damage to target out of cover, and Ranger. Okay. LVOA with 10.3% rifle damage, 12% critical hit damage, 9.5% magazine size with reformation on it. PX4 Storm with 10.2% pistol damage, 11.9% swap speed and in sync. An Alps backpack with 1 skill tier, 8.7% status effects, 6.8% explosive resistance, empty gear mod slot, and adrenaline rush. You are within 10 meters of an enemy, gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. I mean, that's not bad. I'm gonna have to do something with that talent. It seems very interesting. Moving on. Grupo knee pads with 10.1% weapon damage, 8.8% hazard protection, 6.8% skill damage. This talent. So, an Alps holster with 1 skill tier, 7.6% skill damage, 6% weapon handling on it. A defensive mod with 11% protection from elites. Alright. Another defensive mod with 8.4% disorient resistance. Seeker mine mod with +1 extra cluster. Firefly with 8% speed. And a sticky mod with 6.2% duration. I think I will. Just to be,
Get some good use out of
Agent
that one.
requesting backup.
But as always, this is Pecantanprincess. I love to hear you guys' comments. Please like and share my videos and tell me what you think. Let me know if I'm screwing this shit up. I need to know. As always, until next time, love you much.